Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the latest release from Organic Playing Cards, the Shuckers. But before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
And please ring the bell.
So this deck is printed by USPCC on their premium crush stock and is part of a 2,500 deck print run. The deck retailed for $13. So let's check it out. I have to say, I love how thematic OPC goes with their decks. It's not just about the deck and the tuck, but even the half brick box just has such a great custom look to it, and this silo is no exception. You can see with this Shuckers tuck here, it's meant to resemble a corn cob still in its husk with a little bit of a peek of the back design right there. And then you open it up and it says "Aw shucks" right on the tuck flap.
I love that.
I know, it's so fun. Like, Cam and Organic Playing Cards always finds great ways to have fun with their decks, and this deck is no exception. Really cool thing about this back design here, though it is a one-way back design, the outer edge of the cards was actually designed to be mirrored. So as you can see in this fan here, you would never know it's one way through the fan or a spread. It looks the same. And then in true OPC fashion here, you have the similar jokers, one corn cob and then the other a bitten corn cob. Then you have the Shuckers Ace of Spades there, which is beautifully done. And I think one of the things I really love about the the black suits that they chose here, this fall orange color is just so great and really brings to mind that harvest theme of this deck.
Yeah, they're really good at coloring their decks for sure.
And I think it's really cool too, always to see, one of my favorite parts of an OPC deck is to see the little like fun additions they put on all the courts. So you can see the King of Diamonds there holding candy corn. Then you have a corn sword and all these little like fun, little quirky little things to throw into it. Sometimes some might even say they're really corny. So
That's what I would say.
yeah, corn dog right there on the Queen of Hearts, or the Jack of Hearts has the cornbread. The deck being really relatively plain is meant for cardists or magicians, so you do have a double backer and then a duplicate 6 of diamonds there. And I think OPC really did a great job getting away from their normal design here. They really took their standard kind of fruit mirrored on the back design and went in a completely different direction with this. It's not only their first vegetable deck that they're bringing to the table, but it's also not that mirrored design, which I think is a really big deal for them. I think they took a chance, and I think it really paid off. It's a fun fall-themed deck that has already, sold out within the first few hours of being available on the site, which seems to be the norm now with a lot of OPC decks.
Yeah, definitely a scary thing coming out with a deck that totally diverts from what you're used to seeing.
Absolutely.
In your brand. So I'm sure for Cam to come out with something like this was definitely daring, I guess you can say. But like as you said, it sold out pretty quickly, and I think he did a great job.
I absolutely agree. I think this was a risk that they took and were very successful with. Not everyone may like this design. A lot of people may be very in love with their traditional design, and by no means are they getting rid of the traditional design, but I was glad to see them experiment with a new design that I think worked well, and I'm excited to see where else they could kind of take this idea of almost like a macro view of, fruit or vegetables.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming down the pipeline for these guys.
Absolutely, me as well. Well, thank you everyone for checking out this episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We drop these every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, giving you the freshest looks at the newest decks, so check it out.
Aw, shucks!